Welcome back to the garage. I'm John and we are still working on our skate guitar. I'll show you every time, right? That's something like what we're gonna be building. And we're making great progress. So off camera, I worked on the bodies a little bit to finish these up. We've been getting these shaped down and everything. So what I did was I finished getting the paint off the back, and I also put a little curve down at the bottom to sort of match the curve. You know, skateboards don't have hard edges, so I want that to be nice and curved, so I used the spindle sander to do that. And then I also used the router table to put about a 1/4 inch round over around the whole thing. And then I also had a couple little holes in the side that I had to put some wood filler in, so those will have to get sanded off before we paint these. But I got both of those done, and we've got our decks, and this is what we're going to work on today. So what I want to do is get the mark where I'm going to put my holes that are going to connect these two together, essentially like pick guard screws going through the body or through the skateboard deck and into the body. So I want to mark locations for those, and I want to go ahead and get this cut out. Once the body is fixed, at least temporarily, to the skateboard deck, then we need to cut out our horns and get them all sanded and shaped. And that's probably all we'll get done today. I keep saying we're going to do this at the beginning of our videos, and then we don't get to half of it. So I think that's reasonable. We'll try to get that done. Let's see. So we're going to jump right in and get going. I'm John, and this is Garage Guitars. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is locate our place for our screw holes on this guitar. So if we want to look down here, and forgive, it's the morning, and so it's early. I wanted to get some work done before I get real work done today, so I just dropped my daughter off at school and trying to do a little bit here. Just, you know, I don't know, maybe an hour out here or something. But we're going to locate where the screws are going to go. So I'm going to flip this over and remember that everything is reversed. You know, this can sometimes be hard things to keep in mind. But I want to make sure that I am putting screws in a safe location on the body. So I think we're going to have one here, makes sense, and one up here makes sense. Then we'll do one here-ish and here-ish. And then I don't want to interfere with these holes because I'm going to reuse those as locations. So I think I want to put it like here, one there, and one there, just kind of in the middle. This is why I like having this tape on here, because I can mark it. So then the other one, and I'm just kind of holding this up roughly where it's going to be. The other one's going to be here and here. And then we're going to have one. These are backwards, right? So this one's going up here. And this one's going right here. I almost forgot the backwards thing even after I said it. Okay. And I'm just going to circle those points. Okay. That's that one. Set it aside. Let's grab the other one. I'll throw this into fast motion and do this one. Okay, those should be good. The only thing that I'm going to keep in mind, of course, when we drill this, I'm just looking at it from above, is we're going to come in. Obviously, we don't want to be right on the edge, but we're going to come in, you know, I don't know, 1/2 inch or so off the edge and drill those holes. I'll drill pilot holes in them first, and then we will attach this with 2-sided tape. This stuff, by the way, is awesome. This is IPG 2-sided tape. I think I get this maybe from Taylor Woodworks. I'll put a link down in the description. This is like the best 2-sided tape I've ever used, and it's a little expensive, but I don't use it a ton, and it is 100% worth it. So I bought 2 big rolls of this, and I've been using it forever. So this stuff's awesome. We'll attach them together. We'll do pilot holes, 3 on each side, right? Do it on both. And then we're going to 2-sided tape the body to this, and then we'll come through from this side and do it with a little tiny countersink. It'll be nicer for the screws when they're done, okay? So we'll go into fast motion and I'll get all that done. Let me jump in here real quick, say, what screws are we gonna use? First of all, I talk about Harbor Freight, right? These little organizers right here, I got a stack of like 10 of them and they've all got different things in them. Keep all your extra screws, keep your extra parts. I've got bins, I'm sure we'll see at some point, that have just guitar parts in them. But I'm just picking out something that looks pretty good. This is a great screw that has a little bit of a solid shaft at the top, which means it's not gonna grab into the skateboard deck. It'll just grab it at the body. And so I think these are gonna be good. So I'll get the right drill bit to pre-drill these holes, and here we go. And I'm going with a smaller drill bit to start with. That way if there's any tear out on the front side of this, we'll take care of that when we come back with the right size drill bit from the other side. Okay, got the holes drilled. Did you see? I know it was in fast motion. Did you see? I almost made a mistake. I drilled a hole that I wasn't supposed to drill. But I caught it, and that's why I circled the marks, because I started drilling that hole and I realized, oop, that mark isn't circled, and I stopped before I went through. So, no problem. All right. Now we are going to get these taped onto the body, and we'll go through the other side with a proper size bit. And if I have one that has a countersink on it, then I'll just do that all at the same time. Otherwise I might have to do that separately. But you don't need to watch that in regular motion. I'll try to get all the way through this without stopping to talk this time. After I sing the praises of the double-sided tape, it fell off. But listen, that's my fault, not the tape's fault. All right, we'll put it back on. And in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop 2 screws in here to make sure we stay located while we do the rest of them, okay? Looky there. Okay, we are attached, and that's great. So everything is as it should be. Everything's in alignment and looks nice. So next thing we're gonna do is take this over to the bandsaw, and I'm just gonna rough cut. I'm gonna rough cut these horn shapes. And then we'll take it, we'll set up the orbital sander, or the oscillating spindle sander, and we'll get it all cleaned up and make sure everything lines up with the edge of the guitar and everything's clean and right and tight and all the things that it needs to be. Yeah, that's how far we'll go. And then that'll probably be it for today. We'll make this a short one. I gotta get to work. I got other things I gotta do. All right. And I'm gonna have the camera set up so we can jump over here to the bandsaw and you can see that happen. All right. All right, got that done. I think that's probably gonna be it for the day. Key here is inside the horns, just making sure that we're flush between the skateboard and the backer, the body. So, we'll come back, I'll hit this with a round over bit. We'll do some routing in our next video. Get the routs, get the neck pocket routed out and nice, get these edges with a round over bit, and yeah, continue making progress. So I guess that's it for today. Gotta get to work, go do some other stuff. But for now, I guess, yeah, there's nothing else to say. I'm John, this is Garage Guitars. See you next time.